mission. But this year, I think we did very well. We completed the objectives that we thought we could. We got the 2 of the aliens, so that was good. And we didn't quite get the weapons system fire, but we'll keep that in the works for future years, and it should be good.
And so, Thomas, that you're going to come back next year, I'm assuming. Yes. Do you have any plans to help improve your team's performance for next year?
Yes. Right now, one of the main issues we've run into is pulse with our PWM, pulse width modulation motors. We had a few electrical problems with those, and some of our waterproof servos wore out literally earlier today. So we've been going through a process of waterproofing land servos. But the electrical system on our bots sort of failed at this point. There's no real nice way to put it. So next year we're thinking of a much more simplified system. I was talking to another guy, and although we jury-rigged a winch-operated pulley, we decided not to use it because we didn't have a motor that was strong enough. But one of the things we were talking about next year, we're definitely going for a much simpler, much less reliant on computers and programming design, just to maintain reliability.
Well, it sounds like you guys are going to be pretty dangerous next year. Well, is there any experience for this year's Nurc that you guys would like to share? Something that stood out this year?
Let's see. This year, I don't know, it's just every year for me, just the crunch right after school gets out, every day for 8 hours a day, just keep on building and rebuilding, just building the friendships with everyone. It's been a really good year. I feel like I've really gotten to know a lot of the old members as well. And yeah, it's been good.
Well, that's fantastic. I hope you guys continue to have fun the rest of this evening, or night, sorry. And keep on cheering on the other teams, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Have a good night, you guys.
You too. You too.
Thank you very much, Maria, and great job there in the green room. It looks like our judges there, that's Jerry adding up the scores, Jerry and Alan, trying to make sure all those scores are calculated properly. Up next, we've got our NASA Space Grant Team. This is a group of students from Arizona State University. It's sort of weird how things work. I actually sort of have a connection to this team that I didn't know that I had. I work for General Motors, and we used to have a facility here in the Valley, and we sponsored a first robotics team. And back in 1999 and 2000, we had a student named Matt who was on our team. And I arrive here today, and I'm walking into the pits, and all of a sudden I see not this little short Matt Plank. I see a 5'8" Matt Plank, who is now an ASU student, who goes, "Hey Don, how are you?" And so it's amazing to see the students come back and grow, and I was totally surprised that he remembered me. So a neat little connection, and I'm glad they're here, and I hope their team does well. So that's the team that's up next, and we'll go ahead and roll the video now, and let's learn about the NASA team. Great video, and it looks like the NASA team is out poolside right now. They're sponsored by NASA. This is a team from Arizona State University. Again, there are different levels that the teams compete in, and there are, I believe, awards at each of those different levels that they're eligible to win, as well as a grand prize or overall winner for the competition. Looks like they're getting all their connections made. Again, was a fairly good sized team with quite a few members that are here at the competition. Again, they are getting set up there. Looks like they've got some monitors going. Seeing some light shining on the faces there of the students. Hopefully they're getting some great video feeds. Yep, there we go. Got a second computer monitor, it looks like. And the ASU team, once again, will be the last team that's competing in the full 30-minute allotment. The other teams that will be competing tonight, the three other teams, the Water Buffaloes, the TCA Robotics, and the Rocket Scientists, will be competing in a consolation, if you will, type of match where they are given the ability to compete but 10 less minutes. It looks like here we go. We've got the ASU team ready to enter the water. They've hit the water. ROV. Great shot there from our poolside cam. Kudos to our operators out poolside running those cameras, as well as running the switcher out there to switch back to give us the best and most interesting view. So they're doing a great job out there. Again, a lot of times you have volunteers show up and you have very technical jobs to perform, and that's sort of what happened this evening. We had a very important job, very technical job. Someone to be able to run the switcher out there and work with the camera folks and the people from Chandler Educational Television. Oh, this is nice. Check this out. This is their stern camera with time and date stamp. So, and it's camera number 4. So you can see that we get different levels of performance on the different teams. So back to my little story previous. We needed someone to run the switching board to work with all the camera and sound folks from Chandler Educational Television, and we had one of the students from Carl Hayden High School step up and take on what's a very important and risky job, and was able to stretch his boundaries and has done an awesome job this evening. So we'd like to thank Carlos for the great job that he's done out there working the switcher for us tonight. Again, this is the view from our ROV. Actually, that was the underwater camera. Sorry about that. Now this is the ROV shot. And not sure where they're looking at. Looking back, you can see their tether. There I caught a glimpse of one of the aliens there in the background. There we go. You can see they've spotted, I think that was one. Looks like they might be caught up in their tether. They're trying to, you can see the tether above them. Here we've got a split feed from the robot, 4 screens, 3 of which are working. We've got the fore, the aft, as well as the laser camera working. You can see the different lights they've got on this robot, and there's the laser camera, and they were showing they can turn the laser on and off. You can see it's a green laser, and not sure if they were trying to shoot the mirror already or not. Again, this is from our underwater camera of the ROV. You can see the different lights on the ROV. Not sure exactly what they're doing right now. Looks like they're sitting on the bottom. Here's a shot from their stern camera or aft camera. Was the laser camera. Believe that